Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Isaacman dropped as NASA admin nominee. Updraft carries oxygen-less paraglider to 28,000 feet. Williams International drops $1 billion on turbine engine plant. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Isaacman dropped as NASA admin nominee. Jared Rook Isaacman has been dropped shortly before a final confirmation vote as the Trump admin nominee to head NASA. The move has shocked the space community, who seemed fairly well aligned in their support for the two-time private astronaut. Isaacman built a career as the CEO of payments company Shift4 and was heavily involved in a number of aviation enterprises, as well as being an experienced jet pilot and crewing on 2 Falcon 9 Dragon crewed missions. However, he was also viewed with aggressive skepticism by Democratic lawmakers concerned about whether he would use his position at NASA to advance his friend Elon Musk's business interests. Isaacman also raised questions during the confirmation hearing where he posited he would back an effort to land humans on Mars, despite NASA's current focus on a return to the moon via the Artemis program. The president admitted the turn of events via a post on Truth Social, stating, quote, "After a thorough review of prior associations, I'm hereby withdrawing the nomination of Jared Isaacman to head NASA. I will soon announce a new nominee who will be mission-aligned and put America first in space," end quote. After the break, NBAA pushes members to weigh in on tariffs.
Meet the first of a new generation of the M-Class family. The M700 Fury. An aircraft worthy of the name, an indomitable force. The M700 Fury transcends traditional limits. With more power, blistering performance, a finely appointed interior, and the luxury of what matters most. Time. Experience the Fury. Join the legacy.
Direct Fly USA proudly introduces the new Alto NG, a single-engine, 2-seat light sport aircraft for the North American market. This simple, all-metal aircraft design provides low-maintenance cost, easy, comfortable access, and responsive flight controls. Equipped with a Rotax 912 engine and a ballistic parachute, the Alto NG is reliable and safe. Learn more about the Alto NG at directflyusa.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. NBAA urges members to weigh in on tariffs. NBAA urged its members and business aviation stakeholders to voice their opinions and concerns on a U.S. Department of Commerce investigation into the impacts of imports of commercial aircraft, engines, and parts on national security. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick opened the investigation under Section 232 of the Trade Expansion Act of 1962, addressing the potential impacts of imports to the nation's economy and national security. The department is taking public comments as part of its evaluation, with the deadline for comment set for June 3, 2025. B-29 Dock and P-51 Gunfighter add tour stop. The B-29 Dock History Restored Tour announced it will stop at the Richmond International Airport in Virginia on June 12th through 16th. The P-51 Mustang Gunfighter will accompany the Superfortress on the tour stop. Both historic aircraft will be available for ride experiences as well as ground and cockpit tours when they're not flying. Rides on B-29 Dock will be available Friday, June 13th and Sunday, June 15th, while P-51 Gunfighter flight experience rides will be available Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, June 13th through 15th. Villeneuve Airport withdraws, Alberta International Airshow cancelled. Organizers of the Alberta International Airshow have placed the show on hiatus after discussions with the venue owner-operator Edmonton Regional Airports Authority proved fruitless. ERAA had initially told airshow officials in December 2024 that it did not want to host the show in 2025, and the team attempted negotiations but eventually decided to cancel. Airshow organizer Richard Skirmer said that the ERAA told him it was not even sure it wanted to host any shows in the future. Deutsche Aircraft unveils first D328 Eco test aircraft. Deutsche Aircraft announced the rollout of its first D328 Eco test aircraft, TAC-1, at its headquarters in the AirTech campus in Oberpfaffenhofen, after maintaining a steady progress toward a more efficient future for regional airline operations. The Deutsche Aircraft D328 Eco extends the legacy and utility of the Dornier 328 through the integration of fully 100% SAF-compatible turboprop engines. The 40-seat regional aircraft has been further modified to incorporate modernized aerodynamics, as well as next-gen avionics that are forward compatible. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Updraft carries oxygen-less paraglider to 28,000 feet. A routine paragliding equipment test went wrong when a strong updraft pushed the pilot to an altitude of 28,000 feet. He was able to regain enough control to get back on the ground, where he will stay for the next 6 months due to the flight ban imposed thereafter. Experienced Chinese paraglider Pen Yujiang had been testing out some equipment over the Chilean mountains near the Gansu province in northwest China. The 55-year-old was reportedly level at around 10,000 feet when he hit a strong updraft in a cumulonimbus cloud. Before he knew it, Peng climbed to an altitude of 28,208 feet. He was in the clouds, making it hard to verify his position and was exposed to harsh elements. Footage from a 360-degree camera mounted to the paraglider showed ice forming on Peng and his equipment as they climbed. Peng also became extremely susceptible to hypoxia, which can cause confusion, loss of consciousness, or even death. Luckily, despite going in and out of consciousness several times, Peng was able to regain control of the paraglider and make it back to the ground in one piece. However, due to the surprise nature of the incident, regulators hit him with a 6-month flight suspension. After these messages, Williams International drops $1 billion on a turbine engine plant.
I'm currently using the Hartzell Talon, by far the best aerobatic propeller ever come out.
I use the Trailblazer. It adds performance to the Super Decathlon and dependability, and it's rugged.
Hartzell's been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demand.
It's helping us all have better performing airplanes.
It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Looking for a new generation of proven and efficient aviation power plants that boast modern engineering, electronic ignition, and both direct and gear drive systems? With 100 horsepower to 240 horsepower, the Skyline and Redline engines offer uncommon value in an overpriced industry. Whether you are looking for fixed wing or rotor, MW Fly Americas has been established to service the American market with dedication and expertise. MWFlyAmericas.com.
Welcome back. Williams International drops $1 billion on turbine engine plant. Aerospace manufacturer Williams International recently decided on a location for its new billion-dollar, million-square-foot turbine engine manufacturing facility. The investment is expected to create more than 330 jobs in Northwest Florida. Williams International, a Michigan-based turbine engine maker, began a multi-state search in 2023 in preparation for the construction of a new high-volume manufacturing facility. The hunt led it to the $3.2 million grant Governor DeSantis awarded Okaloosa County in 2022 under the Florida Job Growth Grant Fund. The manufacturer and state of Florida authorities officially named the Shoal River Industrial Park in Okaloosa County, Florida, as the site for the new high-volume aviation gas turbine engine manufacturing facility on May 29th. Around 100,000 square feet of facilities will be constructed in total. Construction will move forward in 3 phases, with the first slated to begin later this year. The 250,000 square foot facility should be completed by late 2026. The second phase will kick off in 2028, followed by the final 500,000 square feet in 2035 through 2036. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.